Protect yourself and your family from unexpected challenges. Consider accident-only income protection. Click the link in the description to find out more.
Boxing King Media in association with SaveMoreMoney.com with me, a victorious Harlem Eubank. Harlem, firstly I'll start with you, many congratulations. Just talk to me how it felt, Brighton, home city, hometown, winning your first global belt.
Felt great. 11 years of blood, sweat and tears have built up to this point to bring a big fight back home to my city. Timo Schwarzkopf, a guy that's coming off back-to-back wins against some of the best in the division. Never been stopped, and I took him out of there tonight, and it's a great celebration for the city.
Chris, first I'll start with, firstly, how are you? It's great to see you back in front of the cameras and in boxing.
Rastafari, yeah. So, Rastafari means head creator, which is what position I've taken on the team. I'm here to add and fill in vacuums. By the time he gets to Connor, we're going to crush him, dreadlocks. We're going to squash him beautifully and sweetly. As you may have recognized, we don't growl and we don't bark. And we don't say, well, let's have it right, because we are right. We are the law. Deputy Marshal, when I ramp, we don't play. And I don't put my name behind anything unless it's the real thing. And he's real. Hear me again. I'm saying to you, hear me again. He's real. Okay? If you compare his ability to the boxing ability of some of the guys who have the biggest names in this country, especially the heavyweights, they've got nothing on him. It's shameful. Because they're not being taught by the masters, by the marshals, by the marshal. Yeah, they have trainers who are really good at getting fighters fit, but teaching them how to fight or teaching them how to get up in a fight they can't win, which is talking about engaging and lighting up their spirit, they can't do that. That's what I do, and that's what I have. And within 10 days, since the 13th of September, which was the day when I buried my brother and he buried his father, is where we locked. And already he is WBO global champion. Let me tell you how big that is, okay? The world is big, but you always hear world. This is global, okay? Global. I love the word global. Look on it, good dreadlocks. Global champion we are dealing with yourself. Yeah. What do you have, Connor? You have a lot of energy, a lot of hot energy. I got all this energy. That's no man's land. You need a license, dreadlocks. Young youth, you need a license. Without a license, you're running amok against yourself. The fight is here, 147. You don't do that, you're not doing anything. You're just going to keep on living in the quagmire where you are now comfortable. What's the word you use? Gibberish. He's talking gibberish. I wouldn't say that, okay? Because I know you to be an intelligent and intellectually strong. I know you to be a strong intellectual young man, but your actions right now are mindless. How can you not have a license? Who are you listening to? Yeah. Let me tell you something. My brother had 27 fights. He had 20 losses. The brother I just lost and buried. He had 20 losses, 11 knockouts. That means he was listening to people who don't know anything about boxing, offering him a fight at 3 weeks' notice. He comes in, he gets knocked out. So he ends up dying at 61. And for the last year and a half of his life, he's locked in his body, imprisoned in his own body. Why? Because he listened to these people who are not to be trusted. You can trust me, I've never lied. You don't know me to lie. If I've been beaten, I've taken my beating like a gentleman. I'm not going to lie. I'm a man of the law. I'm the unarmed arm of the law. I speak to audiences in churches and schools and universities and academies. I'm the academy. I would never mislead you. Double and triple check who's giving you this advice and who had them have to stop a fight, and thankfully so, because you were juiced up. Were you juiced up? Who could have done that to you? It's the people who are right next to you. They smile, but behind you they're just making money, and they don't care about your life. And I'm really sorry about that. Your dad should know better. But he just doesn't know better. He just doesn't. And even saying all of that, I admire you because you're following your father into absolute hell. And it's obvious. Well, I guess to you it's so obvious it's elusive. You can't see it. You know, get out of their shadows. I have a lawyer. Strike that. King. I have my king's counsel. His name is Zafar Ali. For him to write a letter would cost you 15,000. I'm paying for him. Talk to him. Get someone to give you some advice, independent advice. Because I'm always going to protect you. You're a fighter. I love your dad. I love Michael Watson. All of us are brothers, and we are fighting ourselves like we've got something against each other. We don't. It's just a business. Trying to make a name for ourselves, trying to be the king. Because there is no vocation that can make you a king other than boxing, modern day gladiating. And look here now, the prince there, the prince is here. Yeah, his name is the Gold. Harlem the Gold Eubank. He's got the belt. What do you have? Hot air. You have all this energy which has nowhere to be placed. Take the advice. Use my KC, my counsel, the King's Counsel. Rastafari.
Chris, I want to go back probably 5 or 6 years. I was at a press conference with yourself, Chris Eubank Jr. Conor Benn was on the top table as well. I'm not sure if you recall where you had a verbal altercation with Conor Benn, where you said to him, your father needs to be around you at that particular time. You're obviously making certain statements now about what he's gone through and what he needs to do. Do you think he's learned from the episode that he's been through over the last 12, 18 months?
He should have learned. You need an independent barrister. Now, I have higher than barrister. I have the best in the world because we're global. I have the best in the world because we're global. We have Zafar Ali. Okay, and he will cost you nothing. Nothing. And all you're going to be given is advice. Let's look again at why you are in no man's land. A fantastic fighter. Do you know what you're doing to people? That you are depriving people of seeing your skill set. That is not cool. You're supposed to serve. You know who lives inside of you or us. You know the Lord. You know the law. You're supposed to serve the public, protect and serve. That's what our Messiah, That's what he did. He served the people. How can you serve living in no man's land with no license? Football is great, but I don't watch much football. Boxing is my thing, where men show what they have inside of them. They show their souls. You have it, but you're being tricked. And I ask your fans to actually inundate you with information. They're not going to disagree with anything I'm saying. You said I said something which was sad. There's nothing sad about me. I'm the king of kings. Nobody now come higher, and nobody can test this, yeah. Nobody can test it. Yeah, Rastafari.
I'll come back to you. Do you want the Conor Benn fight next?
I want that next. He'll run and hide from it. He'll, try call names like Harry to try and avoid. But I'm the WBO global champion, and he doesn't have a belt. He doesn't have a license. He needs to get his license, and we're ready to go. Can't run and hide for too long. So get that license, because we're here and we're real.
Gents, we've got a room full of family and friends waiting. It is 1 a.m. in the morning. I appreciate your time. Many congratulations once again. And yeah, roll on, and we'll catch up with you both very, very soon.
Rastafari.
Thank you.
Thank you, gents.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of a motorway with a broken down car? Like me, is that something that worries you? That's where motor breakdown insurance comes in. If your vehicle breaks down, a trained professional will be sent out to get you back on the road. Or if this is not possible within the specified time frame, to transport you to your home or to the nearest garage.